Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Selena, and we are the registered nurses and owners behind Annie and Isabel Designer Hospital Gowns.
As many of you know, I was recently diagnosed with thyroid cancer, and unfortunately I have to have a second surgery, which is coming up this Wednesday. Back in December, we did a bunch of giveaways with some great companies on products that we thought would be great to take to the hospital if you have to be at the hospital, either for pregnancy or for an illness. And so we thought it would be fun to go over what I'll be putting in my hospital bag for this Wednesday. And the first thing is the bag, the most important thing, because this is going to hold all your good products. And this bag is from Morris & Terry, which is a local company for us. We're in Sacramento, California. So anyway, this is the bag that I'm going to be putting my products in.
And then the second thing is your Annie and Isabel hospital gown. Covers you in the back, so you don't need a robe, and looking stylish.
The next most important thing, at least for me, is my iPhone. This is my connection to the world when I'm stuck in the hospital. So the iPhone, and then along with that goes the dock for, you know, to make a playlist and have music to play in the hospital. I've discovered during my journey that music is the best medicine. And so very important for me, and I think for everyone to have that.
And then another important thing we think is bringing your own comfy pillow. It's like bringing home. So your own pillow, your own case, smells like home, makes a huge difference, and you do not want those pillows that they give you in the hospital. Most of the time they're plastic, so that's not good.
And along with the pillow, it's really great to have a blanket.
Yeah. And we love this company, Swaddle Designs. We did a great giveaway with them, and this is their adult blanket, which is huge and comfy, and I think I've snuggled with it every single night at home.
So have I. And along with that blanket, I plan on bringing also this really neat blanket that my mother-in-law made for me. And it's too hard to show you, but on the inside there's hearts that has each of the names of my children and my husband, and my mother-in-law felt that it would be great because it would make me feel like they're hugging me, which I think is really, really neat. So yeah, that's that.
And then very, very important, flip-flops. You do not want to stand in the showers or the floors of the hospital.
And let me just repeat that. You do not want to stand on the floors in the hospital.
We know. We've seen what goes on those floors, and they're not clean. So you want your flip-flops in the shower always, and the floors.
And speaking of shower, it's really nice to be able to bring your own shower gel that smells good, and a loofah, because it's just easier to wash with that, as well as your favorite shampoo and conditioner, which for us is Bumble and Bumble. Yummy, yummy. There's nothing like when you're not feeling good to be able to take a shower and come out and smell good. It just makes you feel better all around. And while you're in the bathroom, if for some reason you have to, you know, go number 2, it's always kind of embarrassing in the hospital because, you know, the nurses come in and, I mean, they're used to it, but as a patient, it's kind of makes you feel bad. So we discovered this amazing company called Poopery, and this particular one's called Deja Poo, but they have a ton of really funny products, and they actually work. Yeah, I mean, that's the most amazing part of the product is that it totally works. You don't smell a thing, so you can be sure to be okay with this.
And then once you're done with your shower, you can put your comfy socks on, and these are great socks from Bath & Body Works, and they're inexpensive, they're super, super soft, and they have little grippers on the bottom, which is really important as nurses because we don't like our patients to walk around in slippery socks because a lot of times patients can fall. Get some morphine and then some slippery socks, and it can be a really bad situation. So,
and also when you're in the hospital, sometimes the air in the hospital oftentimes is dry, so we always recommend bringing some chapstick or lip gloss, and it makes you feel pretty too. So.
And then on your Annie and Isabel gown, you have your pocket here.
Right.
So you can put your and your iPhone.
That's right.
And you're good to go. And then what else? What do you want to do?
Okay. One of the things as nurses that we think is hugely important is to have a journal or a notebook. And I haven't decided which one I'm going to bring, but I think these are both super cute. And the reason is because a lot of time, you know, the doctor usually only comes in once a day, and you have no idea when that's going to be. And during the day, you come up with all these questions that you want to ask them. But when the doctor comes in, that kind of all goes out the door. You forget. You just are listening to what the doctor says. So the journal or notebook is great because during the day while you're sitting there bored in the hospital, you can write down all the questions that you have. So when the doctor comes in, you just open this up and make sure that you cover everything that you wanted to cover. And, you know, it really is great. I was sick one other time in the hospital, and that was a huge help for me.
Yeah, the days blur into the days, and you just lose track of what just happened. So it's a really good thing to document what's going on. And another really good thing to document in here is any nurse that you want to thank or doctor. That's one thing when my son was in the hospital that I wrote down all my favorite nurses, so I could definitely write them a thank you note.
Because you don't remember that stuff.
No, it's a blur, yeah.
For the hospital room, they notoriously smell. I mean, hospitals just smell. It's not a good smell. And so from Bath & Body, I discovered these little scent fragrance units. And these are actually meant for a car, but it's actually perfect for a hospital too, because you could put it anywhere and they really smell good. This one's Sweet Pea, which is one of my favorites. So that's that.
I think.
Yeah, that's actually what, and speaking about nurses and writing down the ones you like, if you really have a favorite nurse or somebody that treated you so well and really made an impression, it's so nice to, you know, give a gift to them, or even if it's just a card, but just something. Because nurses do really work hard, and just like I said, even if it was a card, it really means a lot.
Yeah.
But I already had one experience in the operating room, and mine were really great, and I hadn't had a chance to thank them yet. So since I have to go back, I'm bringing them some Santa Cruz taffy, and so this is going to be in my bag. And the last thing I think is
that.
Well, one other thing first. Is if you have any neat things that people made for you, or even if it's a picture of your kids. This was something a friend who's a nurse friend of mine made, and it's Kick CA, which for nurses stands for cancer, Kick Cancer Butt. And I plan on hanging this in my room because it's just a reminder that that is exactly what I'm going to do. And then the last
is that the surprise is that Anna's going to be debuting our new Elizabeth gown, and we don't want to show it to you completely. I don't even know. Should we show like a really quick glimpse? It's super cute. So
yeah.
There it is.
So, you know, it's unfortunate I have to go to the hospital again, but having all these things really makes it easier, and then being able to wear my own gown. And I'm not just saying it because it's my company, because I wore the gown the first time I had surgery too. It just makes you feel pretty, feel better, and it brings a smile to your face, and
everyone around you.
So, it does. Everyone talks about it.
Yeah.
So.
And then we'll have the links to all the companies and the blog posts that we've done on our hospital bag essentials at the bottom of this video.
And then on Wednesday, when I have surgery, we'll post a picture of me in the new gown. So stay tuned.
And thank you everybody for your support. You guys have all been amazing.
It's super, I mean, the community, strangers from Twitter, Facebook, all over have been sending me messages, and super overwhelming, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna get emotional, but it's just really nice to have all the support, even from strangers who sometimes I feel like are friends on Twitter, because we go back and forth, and it's been a really hard time in my life, and I know it's a really curable cancer, but it doesn't make it any easier. So it just feels like I'm surrounded with love and prayer and thoughts, and that makes it really a lot easier to deal with. So thank you, everybody. See you Wednesday.
Bye.